And so the baby is back in the game. On to other news about somebody else who was out of the game. Mr. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving has been suspended from the Brooklyn Nets for a total of 5 games with an additional fine of $500,000. Well, it's not a fine. He's forced to donate.
Yes. So
I didn't see anything wrong with that.
Let's break this.
I'm just playing. Go ahead. Keep going.
So, here's where it all starts. This man decided to post a movie. I forgot what the movie's called.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
No, that's
really?
not what it
His
was.
name is Yahweh,
no,
right? That's
I'm
what he
just
said. He
kidding.
said some shit like that.
Hebrews to Negroes.
Oh, Hebrews to Negroes, which apparently has anti-Semitic views. I haven't watched it, so I can't really comment as far as that goes. But it seems to be understood that it has a lot of anti-Semitic views. So, and I would say that it might be media spin on that, but he admitted that there's a lot of things on there that he knows are incorrect. What's up?
Some of the things in that movie is like they kind of act like the Holocaust was not real. There wasn't enough people in Europe at the time, like certain things. So those are the anti-Semitic. Yeah. But then this is also like one of those documentaries where they're talking about how black people are like
the real Israelites,
the real Israelites, the chosen people, and stuff like that.
Yeah, so he posted that up. I guess at some point he also posted Alex Jones, his whatever he put out
about his secret societies back in the day.
America,
yeah, and so he posted that, and he posted this one. So then immediately Josai, owner of the Nets, comes out, says we don't really fuck with this type of stuff, this type of rhetoric. And then you have Steve. Basically, everyone's like, yeah, we don't fuck with that. The NBA comes out. He gets in front of reporters, gets into an argument with them. He's very ridiculous when he argues. Like, he wants to be the smartest guy in the room, but you're also sitting here trying to say that you didn't promote it just because you posted it. I can post it. I can put it there. My friend, if I said, I'll give you $50 to post up my album, is that not promotion? If you say, I'll post your album for free, is that not then free promotion because you're posting it on your platform? Now we're arguing semantics. No, now we're arguing diction. This is pretty clear dictionary definition of promotion, and we're having a stupid argument. So he's very hostile with the media, going back and forth, storms out and whatnot, going at it, saying,
questions.
y'all are just trying to stir up a narrative and get your little 15 minutes of fame. Okay, bro. So he wouldn't back down on it, was standing up for it, whatever.
One of the big things is about him. They asked him about his is he like anti-Semitic? And he really wouldn't.
This is the second one. Second one. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
After that, so they don't suspend him, and a lot of people are getting on him. Days go by, nothing happens to him. People are getting on him, like, dang, they should have done this. They blew it. They made themselves look really bad. The league looks bad. So then him and the Nets, they matched. They both put up $500,000 to donate to. I forgot what the cause is, but it's for whatever.
The defamation of like defamation of something. Defamation of anti-Semitism or something.
Yeah, okay.
And the Anti-Semitic League or something.
Yeah. And so apparently they were kind of they were like, we don't even know if we want this shit from him because he hasn't even like apologized and none of that. So now they have him doing that. So it's like the Nets are just trying to figure shit out. They have so much drama over there. They just fired their coach. Let's not forget. And they're about to hire
out of here
Ime Udoka, who has a whole nother scandal about him.
Let's go.
So they're saying, we would have liked for him to have apologized. They get him out in front of the media again and then take it away. It was a lot more of the same.
Yeah, so this was one of the big things about this story is that, he got questioned about like him being anti-Semitic or his beliefs being anti-Semitic, and he never really answered it. Like, I'm not anti-Semitic. They gave him a lot of opportunity to do that, but it's kind of sad to see that, like,
he's throwing his fucking career away.
Like, I understand the guy's getting paid millions of dollars and all these different types of things. You're posting a video on your page, your platform. That's the part that kind of sucks. It's like you really have to scrub your actual self when you're a public figure, because I feel like Kyrie, he believes a lot of these things that he's saying. I feel like he believes he believes everything he's saying.
Here's his problem though. He keeps saying, I'll take accountability for posting it, and some of the stuff on there is not true, but I posted it and I know my people, and then he starts trying to get an attitude with them, getting mad at them. Y'all don't say this when it comes to my people and what's been done to my people and any of that stuff. Like, bro, you just keep dodging the question, bro. They keep asking, like, so do you apologize for taking or for putting up the post? I'll take accountability. Some of the stuff in it isn't true. Bro, that's not answering the question. We know some of it isn't true. So why don't you just say, it was a hurtful thing to post because the things in it weren't true, like I've already admitted to. But instead, He would lightly touch on that, then just start talking about the things that have happened to his people and how people don't care about that. I'm like, bro,
but it's kind of whack. If the reporters are here to get sports out of you, it's like you're going into my life of Twitter and looking at certain things. That's the part that's ass. It's like, yo, come here to talk about my game. Come here to talk about
40 mil,
the
we gotta
basketball.
promote the sport.
You can't make that shit political. I don't understand why it's being made so political, honestly, on Kyrie Irving's standpoint. No, okay, let me restart. I'm not even trying to make that point. My point is, I feel like people are so caught up in Kyrie and then going back to the other answers of him saying the earth is flat.
Always
all this
off-court
shit.
antics with that dude.
It's like, are we still paying attention to what is being said and then what is being done? Because I think this started really from Kanye West, and he saw what happened with Kanye and then decided to
he wanted to be Kanye so
to
bad.
repost that shit, right? He reposted it. Everybody labels him labels again. We always gonna bring up labels, right? They label him an anti-Semite.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, he's damn near about to lose his job because of what he didn't say, which is an apology.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So and then he's forced to pay $500,000, which then kind of goes back to Kanye's original point of there are people who are controlling my people.
Mm-hmm.
So are we not looking at the repercussions and what's going on with Kyrie and saying, wait a minute, the fact that people have control over this man's life to say, nah, you're gonna sit on that fucking bench until you say something. Yeah. We don't have an issue with that.
Oh yeah, it's called an employer.
I mean, it's an employer, but I'm saying, but we're still like we're just kind of still breezing over the issue like of what they're actually still trying to bring up. Like, is that there's people who have like you sign your name, cool. And you're able to do so much. You're able to fill up these stadiums night after night. You give your body on the line. You put your family, everything on the line.
And get 40 million.
But the second you step out of line, the second you say anything that goes against our agenda, because the NBA isn't opposed to promoting agendas. They can promote a woke leftist agenda. They're not going to promote anything else besides that.
No,
which is fine. Which is fine for the company, right? Enes Kanter lost his job because he called out LeBron in the NBA for what was going on in China. He does not have a job anymore. So you can say whatever you want. If you want to kneel with Cap, you can kneel with Cap. But if you want to say anything else outside of what we want you to say, you're done. Y'all don't see an issue with that?
Not if it's like hateful speech. I feel like regardless, if someone posted someone that had racist stuff for black people, how do you think the league would react? A white dude, who's a white guy in the league? Tyler Hero, he want to post some racist shit about black people. They're gonna come extra hard because they want to be so woke. Yeah, you're also gonna lose your job, bro. If I go to any employer, if I have Asian employers and I say something disrespectful about Asians, yeah, they might say, take this week off. We're gonna discuss your occupancy here, your employment or whatever.
And
the funny thing is, okay, are you saying something?
Donald Sterling.
Are you saying Donald?
They got his ass out of there.
Yeah, because Donald Sterling, he didn't get that team back.
No, they forced him to sell.
Yeah. And
same thing with the Suns owner. He just got caught saying nigga a bunch of times. They forced him to sell, bro. It's just, if you're in any position making millions of dollars, yeah, you can't say hateful speech. You can't be racist. Can't be anti-Semitic. Can't be homophobic.
What speech did he say? What speech did he say?
He promoted something that had anti-Semitism.
What speech did he say?
He did it. That's the thing.
I didn't say he gave a speech. I just said he promoted something that had anti-Semitism in it. Is that a problem or is it not a problem?
Now, and then the point is, I haven't seen the documentary. I want to say 99% of the people who are commenting and talking about this shit haven't seen the documentary.
But he already agreed.
I want to watch. He agreed because he has to apologize because everybody's down his fucking throat about
because
it.
he didn't.
He didn't want to apologize.
Nah, but he agreed that there is stuff in it that's not true. He said, yeah, but it's not about that. I care about the other parts of that film, which is fine, but you posted something that has stuff that you also have. That's why if he just stood there and said, watch the documentary, you don't know until you see it, it's not what y'all think it is, they're making it out to be, then I would have said, maybe we're tripping. Maybe they're tripping. Maybe we need to look at it. But when he's up there saying, I understand there's stuff in there that's not true. I get it. I already know there's stuff in there that's just, it's not accurate, but I care about he's not like, he already admitted that. So I'm like, all right, bro. So yeah, you shouldn't have posted it then if you understood that the Holocaust did happen or whatever the shit that isn't true in there that's disrespectful to Jews. If you acknowledge it, then it is what it is.
I think his point was, or him on talking to the reporters, was intellectually lazy. I don't think he had like a full argument ready to go.
Which he never does, bro.
Yeah.
I've never seen him have a full, well thought out argument where he actually schools somebody, bro. It's just that he's the one with the louder microphone, so he gets to just talk and mouth off and get all butthurt and then go to the next question. But he never actually intellectually outsmarts someone or outcommunicates someone to a way that visualizes his point and why it makes more sense than the questions being asked. Never that, bro. He always just makes himself look like a kid, bro. It's like he's a spoiled rich kid who gets to just talk back to their parents and never can assume or can never take accountability of being wrong or doing something wrong. He just keeps pivoting and saying different stuff. Then he just blames them. Oh, you guys just want a story. Bro, what are you talking about? Now we're arguing what promotion means.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this whole thing, I feel like we need to make our own leagues. We need to make, as black people, since we're the main people participating in this shit, we need our own shit, honestly. Because what we're seeing right now is bug breaking on a world scale, on world level.
He did have to grab his ankles.
He for sure had to grab his ankles. Same thing with Kanye. That's bug breaking. Oh, okay. We're gonna take. That's what they used to do back in the slave days. We're gonna take the strongest slave, right? Everybody respects him because he's the biggest one. We're gonna bend him over and we're gonna fuck him in the ass. I'm not joking. That is funny, right?
Because the way you said it.
But no, we're gonna fuck him in the ass. So now you're gonna be like, oh, that's your tough guy. Oh yeah, your tough guy got fucked in the ass. So you, as slaves walking around, always you can't have respect like that. You feel me? Like that was a mental tactic, or that was a tactic that they used to psychologically fuck people up, or fuck slaves up. You feel me?
Yeah,
which is still played out on an actual live scale, man.
Nah.
But honestly, the Kanye shit, that one was a little too wild. Like everything that he was saying, I understand that he's trying to open people's eyes and everything, but you were not the right person to elaborate on these things. Because the way that you were explaining it, you're saying it in such a general way. That's not gonna get to everybody. That's the part that's like,
bro.
Okay,
Kyrie's
bro, you're saying all these things that it's just not it's not sounding right the way you're trying to explain
Kyrie has
it.
just become such a moron, bro. Like he cares about everything but basketball, dog. Like if I'm KD, I'm like, nigga, I asked for a trade this summer, and this is the shit you do. And it's funny, we all predicted the Nets were gonna be the most drama-filled team having those two guys on the squad, and then it's like, they are so crazy that we all predicted it ahead of time and then got utterly surprised over and over and over again. Like, wow. So Kyrie's not playing because, he's taking weeks off just because no one knows. Okay, fine. Oh, he's taking off time because of COVID. Okay. He says they don't need a coach, that they'll be the coach. Okay, fine. That's cool. Oh, he's calling the media all pawns. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Like every fucking step of the way, this guy does some weird bullshit that just distracts from basketball, bro. I just wonder if Big Mama was around, what this shit would really look like. Yeah. If Kyrie would still be on that bullshit. I think Kobe would actually have disassociated himself from Kyrie by now, because Kobe loved the work, loved winning rings. He's talking to him when he has the 3-1 comeback. He's calling Kobe like, yo, everything you said worked. What's Kobe going to say when you're doing all this bullshit, keeping yourself off the floor?
Okay, but what about the person that says, okay, let's go back to the Kyrie vaccine thing, right? Now, everybody doesn't really care about COVID. Nobody's really worried about it. You're not really forced to have no vaccine.
Kobe's a hooper. He would have gotten it.
But at the time, it was like, we go, fuck Kyrie. Kyrie's speaking out against it. He's speaking out about what the NBA wanted people to do as an entire program. Like, no, you got to get the vaccine.
NBA was cool.
But now that, okay, even the White House was like, everybody got to get vaccine. Everybody got to get vaccine. NBA. Everybody was worried about the shit. Oh, you're right.
It wasn't the NBA. It was the city that he lives in. Everyone had to deal with that shit. The people that really wanted to hoop, Andrew Wiggins wasn't fucking with it. Wasn't gonna do it. I'm not gonna put certain shit in my body. They said, bro, we're trying to win a championship. This is our jobs, and this is what we all base our lives on doing. Like this is our fucking prize that we're gonna have for the rest of our lives. But that's the thing. Like I don't want to get into like the whole COVID conversation, but his main objective just has not been basketball. He's made it very clear. He's continuously said it, and he doesn't prioritize that over him doing all this bullshit and making himself look like a clown, and everyone looks at him like a clown, bro. I don't know how KD deals with it. I know why James couldn't deal with it. They had a super team, and that nigga said, I'm out this bitch. This nigga's burning sage in the locker room. Like, I don't want to play basketball.
I think this last one, I can't really say it because, like, he was on there saying, let's talk about basketball. Let's talk about basketball. Dude kept bringing it up. Now you posting that, I can say, okay, maybe that you promote, he was promoting that. If you post that, you're promoting it. You promoting that, right? I can't really say, you're not focused on basketball, because you could do that. You could promote and post whatever you want.
But you know what's going to come of it. Which is why a lot of guys, they're like LeBron. Think about how careful he has to be. The most scrutinized player in the world. He has to be so careful. And it's not that hard to not post stuff that has anti-Semitism in it. Because, you know, to be honest, bro, I don't want to brag about myself. I want to try to be humble. I don't want to flex. But I've actually never posted anything that promoted anti-Semitism. Isn't that crazy? 24 years later. Have you? Maybe in your younger years. No, I'm just like, I don't like, it's just not that hard to not post something that has that shit in it, even if it's close to it.
But if it's something that somebody else made, you know, like if he
I didn't say you make it, you're just posting it.
Let's say who wrote The Art of War?
Sun Tzu.
This dude used to kill fucking babies and families, right?
Right.
But we'll still take the good parts out of it, right? So Kyrie Irving, he said that he says that certain things he doesn't agree with, but there's certain things that he does believe in. Just like in Sun Tzu, Art of War, it's like there's certain parts of the book that you can take and decipher for yourself and have your own beliefs to it. Even though that this person would rape and pillage villages.
And I think you're right. I think you're right about that. But first of all, he didn't even mention that in the first time. He was just combative, saying I didn't promote it. But the second time, he did kind of allude to that he knows that there's parts in there that aren't true. So that's why the only thing that you're missing in that is the apology. Like, you're right. Posting it was irresponsible because there's clearly hurtful anti-Semitic things in it. But the parts that I gravitated to is the fact that black people were the original Israelites, and that so technically I am Semitic. Those are my beliefs, but I understand how it hurt people or how it's not appropriate to put this on my social media. And at the end of the day, I don't actually give a fuck. But if you're talking to the media, you're a multimillionaire. That is probably what you want to say. I apologize. I understand how this could be hurtful because realistically,
I don't think he understood it at the moment when he was being combative.
Nah, this is the second time he goes in front of the media. That's when he mentions it. The second time after you already donated $500,000. I think if he doesn't understand it, you're probably right. He doesn't. Why does he not understand by now? Like he's already acknowledged parts of it aren't true, but he's purposely refusing to apologize. He already met with the ownership over and over again. They damn near begged him to apologize. He will not apologize for it. And that's where you stand. If you're not going to apologize putting anti-Semitic stuff out, it is what it is, bro. 500,000.
I want to watch it. I definitely want to watch it. He also made a good point. He was like, in today's age, there's no reason why you can't find the information for yourself. So, like, he was talking about pretty much just like the lineage and the history and shit. So it's like, okay, just look at the history. But I mean, the conversation is great because a lot of people are talking about it now. Like, oh, is he anti-Semite? Is he not anti-Semite about him or Kanye? But it's like, okay, now we're actually looking into the history, trying to figure out what happened. So I think it's good.
You think his apology was written by
He didn't
a PR
apologize.
Team? He did.
He wrote an apology
on his IG.
Read that shit, and then we'll keep moving.
All right. While doing research on Yahweh, I posted or no.
No, you said it right.
I hate when niggas get caught up and then they break this whole like apology and then they have to explain it. Like, so the other day I recently nigga, we know, bro. Get right to it.
Yeah. While doing research on Yahweh, I posted a documentary that contained some false anti-Semitic statements, narratives, and languages that were untrue and offensive to the Jewish race slash religion. And I take full accountability and responsibility for my actions. I am grateful to have a big platform to share knowledge, and I want to move forward by having an open dialogue to learn more and grow from this. To all Jewish families and communities that are hurt and affected from my post, I am deeply sorry to have caused you pain, and I apologize. I initially reacted out of emotion to being unjustly labeled anti-Semitic. Instead of focusing on the healing process of my Jewish brothers and sisters that were hurt from the hateful remarks made in the documentary, I want to clarify any confusion on where I stand fighting against anti-Semitism. By apologizing for posting the documentary without context and factual explanation outlining the specific beliefs in the documentary I agreed with and disagreed with. I had no intention to disrespect any Jewish cultural history regarding the Holocaust or perpetuate any hate. I am learning from this unfortunate event and hope we can all find an understanding between us all. This is the last part. I am no different than any other human being. I am a seeker of truth and knowledge, and I know who I am. I feel like that could have been him.
Nigga said, I know who I am. I'm sorry about all that shit from last week where I fucking argued for like 2 whole interviews talking shit back the whole time. Now 5 days later, I know who I am. You do now. Bro, hopefully that learning is paying off.
Bro, it's got to be frustrating because especially if in your head you think you're right and they want you to apologize for something that you don't feel like you need to apologize for.
Yeah, it's like a 10-year-old type of syndrome.
But I
remember high school.
Well, documentaries, they kind of like shift your brain. It's like
if you're stupid.
Nah. There's documentaries like I bet you've watched a documentary and you're like, damn, these were the exact
I analyze
facts,
everything and make my own conclusions.
But that it's like after watching that, it's like, yeah, he probably analyzed it, he looked at it, and that's why when the guy's coming after him, he's like, bro, I'm gonna stand my ground. But you know, the second time it happened, I bet people were in his ear. But
here's the thing: if that were the case, then when they say you're anti-Semitic, he'd be like, "What in there was anti-Semitic? I don't believe that was in. Where was the anti-Semitic part?" But fam, you know what they was saying. You know the parts that's gonna be offending people, and that's why the next time I don't agree with everything on it. I know there's parts that aren't completely factual, but I'm a seeker of truth. Don't say you're a seeker of truth, and then you're also saying I know some of it's not factual. But like, bro, the way he broke it down there, good. There you go.
For athletes, would they get in trouble if every time they ask them like a political question or a question about not the game, and they're like, I don't know, I'm stupid, I don't know. If they keep saying that,
I think that would be the move for Kyrie. Needs to start doing that. But he would never say he's stupid. He is the almighty righteous truth seeker.
Bro, if I was an athlete and they keep asking me about my personal life and all that type of shit.
But you got to post about it for them to ask. They don't ask Kawhi shit. They don't have shit to ask Kawhi. Steph, every Steph Curry interview, basketball. Draymond, basketball. Because there's nothing else to pry at. What are you going to... LeBron, basketball. What do you think about Kareem? Basketball. There's nothing else to pry at.
Unless he makes comments about the cop shooting the girl.
Exactly. When you post about something socially, which he also had to walk back because then he reanalyzed it and heard from, oh, shit, I'm tripping. It's just a different story. When you put something out there, you understand you get interviewed every single night, and these people have a job to ask you questions. Who the fuck isn't going to ask about the shit you just posted that just upset the whole world? Part of the world.
It's like, I bet, Kyrie doesn't have that big of a following, so it's like, it's not his Twitter, and it's like...
Kyrie got a big following.
I think like 20 million.
On Twitter?
Or one of them.
Probably
at least
combined.
Yeah, one of them.
Combined, he's up there. Regardless, I mean, Kyrie's huge. He got a whole fucking sneaker. Like, he has the biggest best-selling shoe Nike aside from LeBron.
Actually, that shit, bro, that sucks to be in... Well, it's a gift and a curse, being in the spotlight. Bro, because it's like, you can't even post
You act like he
shit.
got caught cheating, bro.
No,
if you got caught
know.
cheating, I'd be like, that sucks, you're under the microscope. But you posted it.
You did call hate speech earlier. That was the thing. It's like, he didn't say any type of hate speech himself.
He promoted hate speech.
Yeah, well, it was...
I want to watch the documentary. That's why I'm kind of quiet. I just want to see it. I want to see what they're talking about. I want to see if there's any anti-Semitism, what the falsehoods are, and then I really want to come back to the conversation.
The Holocaust shit, that's a little wild. The Holocaust shit, that one's a little wild.
I'm down to watch it. I'm down to watch. We should have a little watching party.
I want to see it. I want to see what they're talking about.
Bro,
I just don't like the fact that you can't you can't say anything about a certain group of people, and then when you do, you get fucking canceled. Your whole life gets thrown away, and then we're like, hey, he did say it, and it's like, bro, are we not looking at you can't criticize this person? That shows you who has the power. Like,
yeah, you can't even say nigga anymore, bro. What a shame. You can't criticize black people. Can't say racist stuff either, bro. Like,
no, you can say nigga. You can say nigger, shoot up your brother, but if you say if you say anything about a Jew, you're done, bro.
Robert Sarver?
You're done. I don't know who that is.
Oh, the billionaire who had to sell his team because he said nigga, and he got just lost an entire franchise that he owned. I guess you can't say whatever
I'm talking about the. Oh yeah, you're talking about the
That's
NBA
literally an NBA owner, Donald Sterling too.
Though.
The sentiment is that doesn't make sense, bro. You just said you can say nigger, you can say whatever, and I'm giving you two examples of guys who just lost multi-million-dollar corporations, forced to sell by the league, pushed out. It is what it is, bro. If you disrespect black people, disrespect Jews, disrespect trans, like that shit is just kind of universal now. But people like to see a deeper meaning in it, even though in that sense,
yo, that dude said the N-word, sold his team, and made multi-millions. Bro, that's wild.
You got to sell the team versus we're gonna cut your bank account. Like there's different repercussions for shit. Like
there's different Kyrie's bank account cut. All right. We got anything next?
Is there one more thing?
When we're taking $500,000, we're gonna force you to donate. Yeah, that's a bank account cut.
We could.
I don't know. Do we have facts that they forced him to donate it?
I thought
we don't have facts.
I thought he tried to donate it and then they rejected him. I thought they were like. I thought that was the story.
Because you can't actually be forced to donate it, because that would be a fine.
We do have the Josh Primo.